Welcome back, CoopTroop.
Hold up, wait a minute. Hey! What's happening? What's happening, Coop Troop? If you ain't know, you're about to know there's fire on the show. Drop down on the floor and get low. It's your boy, DeAndre Cooper, coming at you with Dre Radio, cinema news, and movie reviews. You have been introduced to this show by the greatest, most plushable co-host in all of the universe, Seth, my boy.
What's goody, Dre?
Yeah, buddy, I hope y'all been great. I hope y'all been prosperous. I hope y'all been productive, Coop Troop, because I know I have. I might not have been as consistent with my show as I was in the beginning, but trust me, content is being created behind the lens of this camera and off the mind of myself. You're probably questioning why you can't see the eyes because, there's always the glare. So let me go ahead and there we go. What's happening? I hope y'all can see me now as y'all can see y'all. Man, thank you for joining me on this great show of mine. This is still a rookie show, as I am always cooking up new ingredients of how to edit and then come through to interact with you guys. Communication is always key. Remember that will take you places. So, as I told y'all, thank you for joining me. Let's get down to the intro. Hey, what's happening? What's happening, y'all? I hope y'all been great. I hope y'all been good. So, if you new to my channel, thank you for joining me. If you are my day ones, I always appreciate y'all with much love. With much love. Ain't that right, ASAP?
Much love.
All love, my guy. All love. So, my show is about cinema news and movie reviews. I gravitate towards this lifestyle just from the icons and legends that been in this YouTube field way longer than me, from John Campea, Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, and the one and only comedian Tony Baker, you guys. And it's basically me dragging cinema news that catches my eye and coming through and talking about it with you guys. I'm not the Hollywood enthusiast, as well as I like to repeat myself when it comes down to DC and Marvel, because I am a geek of all trades. I'm just not the enthusiast. I'm just a regular, normal guy with his raw opinions. So either you agree with me or you don't. But yeah, man, I have 4 news topics for my show, always and forever. And today's movie of choice, as you can see on the thumbnail, once you clicked on this video, we are reviewing Bullet Train. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. The Bullet Train movie. Get ready for that review, you guys, because my goodness. Whoa. That's all I can say. So, if you ain't know, you're about to know. You are diving into cinema news. The first cinema news topic that I have for you guys today is coming from the Game franchise. This is a franchise that's surprisingly been doing great in the box office. I'm talking about from the first movie to the sequel, which was kind of but it still delivered. We are talking about not Speedy Gonzalez, we go zoom, but there's another animal out here that's out here giving that same speed and charisma. We are talking Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh man, I could talk for days about Sonic the Hedgehog, because when it come down to just my childhood and the upbringing, he was definitely one to cater to this personality you guys are witnessing. Sonic 3 is being announced to have an official release date, and our news source, which I always like to come through and let you guys know about my news source, where I gain my news from, we are going to cnet.com. So from here, it says the official boom. The Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie will be released on December 20th, 2024. Merry Christmas, you guys. Hey, getting ready for that early holiday season. The Sonic franchise revealed a couple of days ago on a Twitter post. I need to branch over to Twitter, you guys. Should I not? Are y'all good with where my platforms is at now? From like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. It took me a minute to get on TikTok, but back to the cinema news at hand. Sonic, you guys. The direction for this film, if I'm not spoiling, so spoiler warning if you haven't seen the second movie, which I hope you've seen the second movie already. It's been before summertime, probably in March, whenever that movie dropped. So at the end, you know, the special teaser for the upcoming film was my boy Shadow, you guys. I myself had a fan theory for the way I wanted this movie franchise to go, just because Sonic has a great story. If you want to branch off on the Sonic Adventure game franchise and that series alone, because where I wanted the Sonic series to go was first movie, Sonic Introduction, which they did. They chef's kiss. The second movie introduced us to Tails, so you could have that kind of buddy / buddy cop movie, but within the two characters of Sonic and Tails. Where they took me on a loop is that they brought in Knuckles, so which I can give it the benefit of the doubt, going back into the Sega-verse from, I believe, if not the second or third game, somebody correct me down on the comment section below, Knuckles was Sonic legitly first enemy. So that's kind of what they catered to. But with me, off the upbringing of the early 2000s, Sonic Adventure, his first enemy was Chaos. I really wanted Chaos to be the third villain for this whole trilogy, and then we would have got Super Sonic in that movie. But they didn't take that direction. We got Knuckles in this second film, along with the feature of Tails. And then towards the end, you see the teaser for the third film, which will be Shadow. Didn't live up to my expectations, because like I said, I had my own picture of where I wanted that film franchise to go, but I guess they had other plans. What you guys think about this release date? How are we feeling about this third film? Did you guys like the previous films for this franchise? Come on, talk with your boy. Drop down on the comment section below and let's go. We are diving over to news topic number 2, you guys. So this is kind of like some personal news that I kind of wanted to bring and just talk about my love for this movie alone. We're going way back into 2002. So in 2002, I was for sure a youngin', but I was brought up to actually give this movie the much appreciation that it still deserves till this day. This movie is loved within the millennials and as well as a little bit of Generation Z, I guess. So Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo by James Gunn, that is. And I seen this news brought about on Instagram. James Gunn thinks an R-rated Scooby-Doo movie is a possibility. I give a whole lot of credit to that idea alone, and I push my green light button on that alone as well, because you go back into watching the first Scooby-Doo. I'm not even trying to step into the realm of Scooby-Doo number 2, Monsters Unleashed. I hope I got that name right. We're going to pop it up on this box right here. And if I got that name right, y'all better shoot me some movie credit, because I am what? I am a cinephile. Boom. I ain't gave y'all that Iron Man snap in a while, G. Oh! Scooby-Doo 2002. That movie held so much R-rating potential. the things that you could get away with from 2000 to, I want to say, 2009, stepping into the 2010s, was so much flexibility and stretch within just Hollywood alone. You got the opportunity to do whatever you wanted until the world became soft. Scooby-Doo did that, because if you go back and watch that movie with the mature mindset that we have gained and grown into this world now, there is so much edge on that movie that you got to really think about. I can show my kids this film, but that movie was totally a hard rated PG-13 film. It gained a PG-13 to TV PG. No, it gained a PG to TV PG rating, but that movie was nowhere near PG to where the word PG resembles for kids films now. There was so much mature aesthetics on that film that make you question. You're like,
I'm Mary Jane.
Like, that is my favorite name.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
you feel me? Like, my folk out there, you know what I mean now. But, geez, man, how would you guys feel about an R-rated Scooby-Doo film? The way it gives James Gunn that credit is by them actually saying he's built so much stardom and fame in just the directorial and producer's chair that all it takes is just a snap of a question to Warner Brothers Studios to say, can we greenlight this? You got to be, I was about to say a name that recently just got canceled just due to some Oscar allegations. But you got to be Dwayne The Rock Johnson to make that type of demand. James Gunn is that man. I believe it could happen. How would you guys feel about a rated R Scooby-Doo film dedicated to us? You feel me? The millennials. We deserve it. We deserve it. As much as we go back and watch that first film, show us what we crave for, you guys. We want it. Let's make it happen. Rated R Scooby-Doo film. I'm down for it. Greenlit it for me. Bow, 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 bow. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Now, going down to news topic number 3, you guys. I'm stepping over to IGN.com. And this news kind of sparked my interest on Instagram at first, dropping under Seth Rogan. Seth Rogan was the first one to put this news out there in the world. And he is producing and writing his very first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie called Mutant Mayhem. My opinions on this news is that I would love it to be a standalone film. And when I say standalone film, I want to say off the productions from Nickelodeon. I haven't really watched the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series, but so I probably don't have that right to give it the opinion that I'm giving. I was really down for the live action TMNT by Michael Bay. The first one, that is. The second one, I feel like I fell asleep on it multiple times that I had to give it that down bad rating. But for a different adaptation for this film franchise to continue to thrive and still try again once previous fails or successes, I look forward to it because I am a Turtles fan. Forever will be a Turtles fan. My favorite turtle has to be Donatello, just because Donatello had a smart mouth on him, on a real sarcastic, the geeky, nerdy level. And man, that franchise alone, that was an upbringing just in my childhood as well. From the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that dropped in 1990. So though not the trilogy, but from just the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret Ooze. Those two films, love them to this day. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go Ninja. Come on now, I'm down for it. And the fact that Seth Rogen is producing this next film, I look forward to his vision. I feel like he hasn't really disappointed when it comes down to his creative mindset, and I look forward to the things that he brings out in our favorite turtles. So, how are you guys feeling about Seth Rogen being the man behind the production of our turtles from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants, Mayhem? Let's make it happen, y'all. I'm down. Topic number 4. This is coming from real fandom. This fandom was built late just because it's been, I want to say 7 seasons dropped before I actually just dove into that realm. We are stepping into Westeros, you guys. Westeros, the home of Game of Thrones, you guys. We have 8 days left for the House of the Dragon. Releasing August 21st under HBO Productions. House of the Dragons, what is it you say? So, the reign of House Targaryen begins. The prequel to Game of Thrones is coming to HBO and HBO Max on August 21st, based on George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood, the series, which is set 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones, tells the story of House Targaryen. So, you guys, I've read the book. I'm probably have like 3 to 4 chapters left, but the way this is set up, I'm not gonna compare it to the book because the whole book was basically just a history book of the past 200 years from the current series that we all watch from season 1 to 2, Game of Thrones. But this is the upbringing and the telling of the house that made the empire of what we know as Westeros now, of House Targaryen. Daenerys Targaryen and her brother, I forgot his name, but from their family branch, this is that story. And this is probably going to be my first legit TV series that I bring to you guys, like from episode to episode, and we just talk about it. Warning now, each of those review episodes are going to be spoilers. This is something that's not, like, you don't have to go watch the Game of Thrones series to catch up to this. This is definitely a prequel to what we know as Westeros now. So every episode will be as its first episode, with hints and little Easter eggs of what we remember from the original series. But every review for this show will be a spoiler, because we're going to talk about it. I will officially be on that first train ticket to that conversation line. And I look so forward to this series alone, man. Dragons in full effect. And then George R. Martin greenlit this series, because we all know, if you're fans of Game of Thrones, that he exited the production chair due to directorial conflict between the previous directors of that series. So George R. Martin has 100% film credit to this. He's not the director of it and the film producer. No, the series producer of it, but he had 100% say so into how this series will be ran. So for that to be known, bring on the fire and blood, you guys. I'm so looking forward to this. that was really it that I had for just news topic number 4. Just to let you guys know, be ready, get ready for a whole lot of family drama. That's all that series is based on. A lot of family drama. And the Targaryens had that drama way before the Baratheons and House Stark. So you have made it through cinema news with your boy, DeAndre Cooper. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Clap it up. Yeah, big facts. Yeah, man. So now let's dive over to Snap Bullet Train, you guys. Trailer. In Bullet Train, Brad Pitt stars as Ladybug, an unlucky assassin determined to do his job peacefully after one too many gigs gone off the rails. Fate, however, may have other plans, as Ladybug's latest mission puts him on a collision course with lethal adversaries from around the globe, all with connected yet conflicting objectives. On the world's fastest train, from the director of Deadpool 2, David Leitch, the end of the line is only the beginning in a wild, non-stop thrill ride through modern-day Japan. Bullet Train, you guys. Oh my goodness. Never watched the trailer, but I heard a lot of the trailer that would constantly play whenever I would go to watch a movie at like an AMC theater. I told y'all guys, I don't watch trailers. I do not watch trailers because they spoil so much. And the fact that I've gained that habit of not watching trailers, it just dives me into the movie blind. And man, this movie shocked the living chills out of me, you guys. From gore, from comedy relief, to action, to surprising cast. The cast members, you guys, was such a star-studded cast. And I seen who would be on there just from the poster alone. But the surprises that I got on the film was just grade A amazing. So that was just off the first take of where I can bring you guys that opinion just from the poster alone. But my expectations for this film was it to be, if you got a star-studded cast of this caliber, this movie had to deliver. We had previous films in the past with such an amazing, heavy cast of major stars and actresses that we know of, but some of them heavily failed. This movie did not disappoint. I want to give it the acknowledgement and representations of a comic book, but a one shot. This movie does not deserve a sequel. It needs to just be a one-off movie, and original, that is, you guys. And this movie is a must-see. I know I always give you the balance of should you save your money for gas or go see this movie. I'm telling you guys to go see this movie. My expectations have been shot through the roof with this film alone. My favorite character on here, his name is Tangerine. He's a twin to Lemon, that's played by Paperboy's Atlanta Brian Tyree Henry. But Aaron Taylor Johnson was my highlight of the film, was my favorite character from character build up and things of that goodness gracious. Everybody else played their part down to the T. I loved everybody else's performance. But when it comes down to who I can really sell this movie to go see, it's Kick-Ass alone. Like, quote unquote, that's his name off the movie. I know I don't badmouth on my show. But Aaron Taylor Johnson was an amazing character. Brad Pitt, he was the lead character of this movie. So the movie was based on him. Mental health is wealth. Go to therapy, you guys, because this man was representing the therapy field throughout this whole movie. He did not want to kill. He was not on the active note of killing throughout this whole movie. But you know, he just got into little confrontations and then had to just slip up on quote unquote accidents. I don't even know you type of thing, as you can see on the trailer if you've seen the trailer many times. Like I didn't, but yeah, man, this movie was fairly nice. It was a solid story. Like I said, just comparing it to a one-off comic book, like it was just straightforward. But the duration of this film was a definite 2 hours and 6 minutes. Uh, you don't have to stay towards the end of the movie for a post-credit scene because there is none. But this movie was basically like the TikTok trend that's going around. Never let them know your first move. Never let them know the move that you're about to make. If you thought this movie was going a direction while you're watching the film, think twice, because a story is going to flip and you're going to be like, oh, what? On me, you guys. Like, I'm not even lying to you. I seen this movie in both film adaptations, from IMAX screening to Dolby AMC Cinema. And both of them were a great time. Both of them were a real exciting bullet train experience. Like, I really wanted to compare the notes from AMC IMAX to an AMC Dolby screening, but both of them were fairly nice. I went to go see the movie twice, as I do with all my films, and this one hit just as best as the first time me watching it, the second viewing. Uh, Man, great film in total. I probably don't have no bad outcome to come out of this film, so you guys know what that means. Let's dive over to the movie score. As you can tell, I don't have an interview for this movie. Didn't come across one, was not trying to force one. But I always feel like when it comes down to my interviews for moviegoers, it has to be a feeling. It has to be either that feeling of, okay, I know from this person to that person, they are approachable. I know that they're willing to have that conversation or be behind the lens of my camera. But yeah, hey, it might come around a couple movies in the future. But hey, I love y'all and all of everything that I do. But let's dive over to the movie score for this film, Bullet Train. I am giving Bullet Train, y'all haven't seen this in a while, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 branches, you guys. Yep. This movie has deserved that range. It is worthy of being in my movie collection at that. I will be buying the Blu-ray for this film. All love, man. All love. So, there you have it. I don't know. I feel very solid about that movie review, to be honest. I've been really contemplating just my movie reviews and wanting to come through on different notes of like how I illustrated them. So I'm kind of breaking my mind down in segments of how I should keep my movie reviews, from a non-spoilery tip to point A, point B to point C, and then not just dragging it on like I normally do. But there you have it, you guys. This is my show. Thank you for joining me once again. This is your boy, DeAndre Cooper, coming at you with Dre Radio, Cinema News, and Movie Reviews. If you haven't already seen, I have dropped my first vlog ever featuring my time, my 3-day weekend, featuring my brother at Comic Palooza. Part 1 and 2 is officially available to you guys. Y'all have ran up my numbers for my My Hero Academia Comic Palooza 2022 panel Q&A video from a whopping 53 views. that was just off the women. I didn't even distribute that video like I normally do with the rest of my videos. But thank you guys very much. Thank you and welcome to my channel. This is your boy, the one and only, you know. Thank you for joining me. See y'all on the next one.